We'd like to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the brothers to the apostles, the elders at GMS. Salutations to the brothers that preach and teach His word in sincerity and in truth. Alright, this is one of the Trinidad camps from GMS. Right, we're in the spirit of GMS. Alright, we're doing a stand-up video right here in here's Mount St. Benedict, Trinidad. Right, spirit led to this destination. Right, we're doing a video this afternoon on what Esau, the devil, and the sorcerer. Right, Esau, the devil, the sorcerer. Alright, give me your scripture.
This is the book of Exodus.
This is 1 Kings chapter 22 and 19. And Noah, the city of the priests.
Yeah, because we in this time here right now where Esau's sorcery and witchcraft is no longer working, right? That men are being woken up and that veil over their eyes is being removed. Alright? So we're gonna see that Esau is a sorcerer. Go ahead.
1 Kings 22 and 19. And he said, Hear thou therefore the words of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him, right, on his right hand.
All the hosts, all the angels standing on him on the right hand, go ahead.
And on his left.
And on the left. So they have spirits on the right, you have angels on the right, and we have angels on the left. Right? We have angels, sometimes we call them what? Demons and devils. Right? So what all are what? Ministering spirits unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He give them orders and they fulfill. They just fulfill the directive that they will give us. Same as we are the fallen angels, we of the hopefully elect, the men that stand cry on this side. Right? We have our orders to go out and bid the elect to the calling, to the marriage. Right? So we have our orders to fulfill, to continue to do the works till the end. Right? Continue. Alright, read it over again.
1 Kings 22 and 19. And he said, Hear thou therefore the words of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left.
Right? And all the hosts of heaven standing on the right hand and on his left. Now Esau is a sorcerer, a magician, a warlock, a soothsayer. Alright? All these are terms because what? They tap into that energy on the left hand side. They don't tap into the righteous energy, they tap into the energy on the left hand side. Right? The word sorcerer in the Zonabon's Pictorial Bible Dictionary, it says what? The Hebrew kash shahapa. Right? I know butcher any word, I know, but have mercy upon me. One who claimed to have supernatural power or knowledge. He often used magic potions and was considered to be in league with evil forces. Alright? He was often considered to be in league with evil forces. And what? Some of the magic potions and what? Magic potions and what? That they use would be what? The food. The food. Because what? The food, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe. Guess what? It calcifies the pineal gland, and it stops us from communicating with our using our spiritual. It stops our spiritual center, and it blocks our spiritual communication with us and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Alright? It says what? And was regarded an evil practice for Israel. Alright? The practice of the occult arts was prevalent in the New Testament. And the occult arts are still being practiced today, right? But guess what? The scripture said in the last days, that scripture will come out later on, that what their nakedness is going to be revealed, right? Because what? Esau, how they rule. For the majority of years, they rule through what? Secret societies, right? Secret societies. And in the secret societies, they had what? The occult arts, right? Where they will do sacrifices, blood sacrifices unto these deities to get power, right? blood sacrifices to get power, because that's what these demons require. They require blood. So sometimes when they see so much death and killing and famines in the land, or pestilence in the land, is because what? Esau is stirring up these demons. They want blood. Alright? And we have to pay the price. Alright? Give me the next scripture.
This is Exodus 7 and 11.
Come on.
Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with the enchantment.
Right? The magicians of Egypt, right? Because what? As Moses did his as the Most High gave him spiritual power to the right hand side, right? Pharaoh had his magicians, right? Read it over again.
Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with the enchantments.
Right, they did in like manner the same things Moses was doing for the enchantments. This is one of the things that they do. They have the potions and they have enchantments, right? Incantations that they keep on repeating over and over, summoning the demon, all right, summoning the deity, the evil spirit, the spirit to the left hand side. All right, give me next scripture, which is no, you sorry
22.
Yeah, 22.
Exodus 7 and 22.
Louder.
And the magicians of Egypt did so with the enchantments.
Right.
And Pharaoh's heart was hardened, neither did he hearken unto them, as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had said.
Right, Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and we know the scripture said that the Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart for his glory to be revealed in the end. And this is what we see on the land today, right? Because what? America is fallen, or is going circling along the drain, as the apostles say, right? But guess what? The heart of the Pharaoh or the Prince of America, which is Donald Trump, is that what? He's going to make it great again. But guess what? That glory is done, right? His heart is hardened towards a rebirth, a revival. But that glory is done. You know what you're doing right now? You're angering the other nations. All these different immigration policies, all these different executive orders that he's signing, right? You're making those who are confederate with thee, you are now making them your enemies, because your heart is hardened. Because the Most High is going to reveal His glory through His prophecies, right? All these words are going to come to pass, right? And who is going to get the glory for it? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right.
Go ahead. That was what? Verse 22. Give me verse chapter 8, verse 7.
Exodus 8 and 7. And the magicians did so with the enchantments, and brought up frogs unto the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
22. Exodus 8 and 22.
No,
8 and 18. Exodus 8 and 18. And the magicians did so with the enchantments to bring forth lice, but they could not. So there was lice upon man.
Right, so guess what? You're going to do until you can't do no more. Right? You're going to do until you can't do no more. The Most High is going to give you all power to do so much, but then you can't do anymore. Alright? He's going to take away that power from you. Right? He's going to remove those demons or those angels on the left hand side. He's going to remove them from you. He's going to draw them back. And guess what? Righteousness is going to come from the right. Because what? The scripture says Yahweh is coming to take the kingdom. And when he comes to take the kingdom, before that, what? His men who stand on this side are going to be taken up and given spiritual bodies, immortality. And we're going to be alongside him in his glory. Alright? And death and destruction is ultimately going to be the end to Esau, Edom, and their reign on this planet.
This is Isaiah 47 and 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantment.
Right. It says these two things shall come upon unto thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and the widowhood. Right? And they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantment. Right? All that, because we are up here on the mount, right? So there's a Catholic monastery. All this, all that. You see, everything is, the Most High always sends an example. Part of your enchantment, part of is that bell, summoning some spirit, some deity. Alright? But guess what? Death, destruction is destined for all the wicked. Alright? The main next scripture. What next one?
Go
ahead. No, Salakia, no, Malachi.
Right? This is the book of Malachi 3 and 5.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Right? The Most High said send Elijah the prophet, and what he came. Because Elijah was who? John the Baptist also. Right? And through the spirit we say that was who? Abba Bibins. And that's how the brothers awoke into this truth. Alright? That's how we awoke into this truth. And we're not going to stop the hopeful elect. We're not going to stop the elect. Actually not going to stop until Yahushua comes. Right? And no form of enchantment, bell ringing. No form of what? Potions. No form of what? Incense burning or summoning is gonna stop what's about to happen. Yahushua is coming to take this kingdom. Babylon, this city is fallen. Right? You give me your scripture.
This is Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right, it says come down and sit in the dust. In other words, come down from off of that throne, come down from that glory. Right? America was once great, what, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, where we had what? The husbands going out and making enough money to carry on the home. We had housewives just sitting on home, taking care of the home, taking care of the children. I'm watching soap operas. That is done. That is done away with. Right? Now is the time of peril. Right? It's unsecurity. You all don't know what's happening next. You have a radical president by the name of Donald Trump. In one sign of a paper, families have been cut off. Whole families have been cut off. Waiting is going to outcome of that. The outcome of that is what? It's going to stir up the anger of the different nations, and they're seeing it. Right? He wants to what? Drop a wall in between America and Mexico. A land that was never theirs in the first place. Because the natives, the Mexicans, the Aztecs, the Mayans, Issachar, in truth, was there before. Gad and Reuben was there before. Gad and Reuben complaining about what? That oil pipeline they want to pass through the reserve. They done already take away the whole nation of America from them, the whole land. Right? They put them on a reserve and they still want to pass through oil pipelines and destroy the little form of serenity that they have. Esau, you're the devil and you're going to be made to pay. Vengeance is in the heart of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and his men.
That's right.
Alright, go ahead.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
There is no throne. That glory that Donald Trump manifesto was what? I'm going to make America great again. That's never going to happen. There's no throne. You're not going to be great. He's not going to sit down as a king. He's not going to get any glory from this. All that's going to happen from this is America is going to, he's just heralding like the Silver Surfer. He's just going to bring in the destruction of America. That's all he's going to do. He's going to bring it in faster. As let's say what? You only have one speed. Hyper fast. Yeah. Right? You're going to bring it in and we give all praise and say how about Shemi or Shai for that. Because what? These we brothers want to go home.
Can.
Go ahead.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right? The Chaldeans, them wicked Hamites. Right? Because what in early Chaldees, what they practice witchcraft. The Most High took Abraham from out of that land. That was the land of his father Terah. Right? They was practicing wicked witchcraft and enchantments there. Right? Some of the magicians of Pharaoh were Chaldeans. Alright? Go ahead.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone, the millstone, and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the height. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Yeah, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, because what? We see the hypocrisy that America has been proliferating for many years. Alright? From back in the time of what? Malcolm X and what's the next one? Martin Luther King Jr. He said that what slavery was abolished. He said that what? That blacks had the rights. You understand? He said that all those things were hypocrisy. We are still considered under your constitution as 3/5 of a man. Alright? You are still a racist. You are still a white supremacist nation. Alright? And guess what? Because of this and because of the actions of your wicked president Donald Trump now, the nations, the world is seeing how racist and how hypocritical you are. Alright? The world is seeing it. Alright? That is your nakedness being uncovered. Separating America, the white supremacists from what? The Mexicans. Keeping out all the Muslims. All the Muslim nations. Right? Preparing concentration camps for the Negroes and the Latinos and the natives in the land. You're a hypocrite. You're a racist. You're for your own race. Right? Rightfully so, because guess what? This kingdom is Edom. This is Edom's world. But guess what? It's about to be Jacob. It's about to be Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's world.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen, and I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
That is Yahweh Shai. He will not meet you as a man. So all that rail gun and thing that you all have prepared for him, all the different lasers and satellites in space that they're too slow. Because you test your lasers to try to shoot the chariots, and guess what? It was too slow. He's not going to meet you as a man. He's going to meet you as a spiritual being. That his even very thoughts will destroy you, Edom and Esau. America is destined to be destroyed, and it will happen. Alright? Go ahead.
Isaiah 47:10. For thus has trusted in. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
Thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Right? Thy lies, thy system, the constitution, the law, your courts. All these things are part of your wickedness. Go ahead.
Thou hast said, none had seen me.
Your secret societies. It's in your secret societies, in your Masonic and lodges. What you'll do, you'll give blood sacrifices, you'll sacrifice little children, you'll what? You'll have pedophiles, you'll have sex with little boys. You call it sexual magic. You understand? Little children. That is what? That is your wickedness. Right? To what? For power. Go ahead.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me.
I am, and there is none else besides me. So what? You'll set up yourself to be God, to be like God, to be God. And the last part of your system to setting up yourself to be as God is what? Passing an RFID chip. Right? But you all are mistaken. Because when you all come to push that chip on Jake, Yahweh Shai is going to come and deliver us. Thus said the Lord. Alright, give me a scripture. Yeah.
This is Psalm 52:7.
God.
Lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength,
God.
but trusted in the abundance of his riches,
God.
and strengthened himself in his wickedness.
Right. Psalm 62:7. It says, Lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, the Most High, his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Where did they get them riches from in the first place? From what? The traffic of slaves, the traffic of Hebrew Israelites from the west coast of Africa and all about the world. They even trafficked the natives that Christopher Columbus came and made, because they took them back to Europe to be the first batch of slaves across there. And guess what? They died because they wasn't accustomed to the conditions. Alright, they couldn't hold up to the conditions. All that was wickedness. Alright, and up to this day, you have not given us back our heritage, our nationality, our language. You all are wicked. Esau is the devil. Go ahead. All this wickedness is your sorcery that they use to keep us in derision. Right? That's why we call you the devil, because you're a liar and a deceiver. Your sorcery is what these schools, we go to these, they send these children, our children to these schools where you teach us lies. They give us false history. Right? False hope that if you get a degree and a doctorate, you'll become something big and good in society. Guess what? You have many people with degrees in America that work as what? As waiters, as store clerks, working fast food outlets. All lies.
I saw a video yesterday. This man have a master's degree and another degree. A Jake, of course, and he homeless.
You understand? People with degrees, they're underneath your system. Right? They wasted their lives. But guess what? That's 2/3 of Jake, because why? They choose what? Let me get the scripture real quick. So Jake is actually good for Jake, what they get. This is Hosea chapter 10 verse 13. Ye have plowed wickedness, ye have reaped iniquity, ye have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way, in the multitude of thy mighty men. Right? Because Esau is made mighty on this side. This is Esau's kingdom. And because you trust in the kingdom, guess what? You're now homeless with 2 degrees. You understand? Let that degree pay for your, take that degree and go pay for your lights, pay for apartment, pay for food, pay for clothes on your back. You can't do that. Right? But our Lord says what? Man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that cometh out of this book. Can't. That is where we put our trust and our faith in this, our scriptures, in the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Alright, give me the scripture. No. Isaiah 29.
This is Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh.
Right, go ahead.
And their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth and who knoweth us? You're 16 too?
Who seeth and who knoweth us? No. I don't want to say. Yeah, who seeth and who knoweth us? They seek the dark to hide the to hide what?
Their counsel.
Their counsel. They come together and they have these plans to put Jake in derision. And they have, guess what? They came together with all these other nations. For example, they came together with Moab, is either Moab or Ammon, with something called MSG, monosodium glutamate, right? Which calcifies the pineal gland. That makes Jake slow and docile. They make them unapt. Right? That Jake don't even know what the hell is going on. Right? That we are just mindless slaves. Right? Mindless slaves, just satisfied with what? Buying liquor, drinking wine, and fucking when the weekend come. You understand? That's what Jake is about. Carnival is coming up here next, a festival of the flesh. Jake don't even consider that they're going to church and the pastor or the father or whatever the hell they call him, the false prophet, is telling them that every year after you wine and jump for 2 days, come the day after on the 3rd day, and I'll put ashes on the head and everything will be okay between you and God. That's bullshit. How can it be righteous for 2 days and then forgiven for the next day? How could you plan to do wickedness and expect to be forgiven? Jake just bugged out of their mind. People just bugged out of their mind. Next scripture. Yeah, sorry.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil.
Come on, Chaldea, there's the gods are the wicked Hamites. Right? Because you remember in Revelation it says what? America is what? Spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. The magicians of Egypt and the magicians of Chaldea are the same people. They're the same Hamitic men or women. Go ahead.
all that spoil her shall be steadfast, saith Yahweh, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiceth, O ye destroyers of mine heritage.
Yeah, what? The magician have worked these potions and these sorceries to what? To destroy the heritage of Yasharala, of Jerusalem, of Jake. Right? Go ahead.
Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls.
Right, you all grow fat because guess what? All these other nations, they profit. They profit. How they profit? In trade. How they profit? In commerce. Who buys the most amount of clothes? The most amount of shoes? The most amount of fast food? The most amount of anything that is offered on the market? Jake. Because Jake programmable like that. Right? So they use the sorceries to get Jake. Alright? And Chaldeans, the magicians of the Hamites, they're responsible for that. Alright, next scripture.
It was the time.
Now Revelation. Come on. Back to that. Come.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and 16. And the ten horns and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall eat the
What?
These shall eat the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right, so these what it says, the 10 horns. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and shall burn her with fire. Guess what? These are the other nations, because we know that EU and NATO. One of the executive orders, or one of the things, not the executive order, one of the things that Trump said was what? That the NATO is primitive. I think NATO and the EU is primitive, right? So he is what? He is blaspheming the union that they had, right? You have the Brexit, the British, the lower parliament, the commoners. They what? They cast a vote last week, and they what? They got they out. The majority was to come out of the EU, right? So this whole hypocrisy is being unfolded. Their nakedness is being unfolded. The system is falling apart. The feet of Mary clay is coming apart. Clay kind of mixed with iron. Everybody have their own philosophies and doctrine, and guess what? Everybody's gonna seek their own interests. So it's coming up what? A selfishness. There's no I in team. And guess what? You all don't have a team. You all don't have a team. But the real team, the dream team, the heavenly team, Yasharala, is being built. Alright? One to your scripture.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 24. I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said Yahweh.
He will render it, or he will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea and all the evil that have all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, say the Lord. So guess what? Read the next verse. Read the beginning of the next verse.
Behold, I am against thee.
It says, behold. In other words, look, I'm against thee. The Most High is showing you, I'm against you, America. I'm against you, Edom. I'm against you, Donald Trump. I'm against you and your system, the EU and NATO. He's against you. Behold, I'm against you. Go ahead.
Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks.
Go ahead.
And will make thee a burnt mountain.
He will make you a what?
A burnt mountain.
How he's going to do that? One with thermonuclear missiles, ICBM. Right? Right now Donald Trump has passed what? More sanctions on Iran. Because what? Tehran they did a missile test last week. Or last 2 days or something like that. They did a missile test. Guess what? These nations are prepping. They're ready. And we're ready for our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai to come and take back the kingdom. Go ahead.
And they shall take on thee a stone, Salakia, and they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith Yahweh.
Right, thou shalt be desolate forever, because what? The cornerstone was this truth. That was us on the right hand side, The cornerstone was this truth, this word. Right? That was the cornerstone. Yahweh Shai was this word, is this word. And that was the cornerstone, and that was the hope for all Israel. The 144,000, the elect, and what? And the 1/3. Right? So we had hope, and we have faith that our Savior is coming back. But guess what? You all might think that there's a hope and there's a cornerstone on the right, on the left hand side for you all. But guess what? There's none, and there's not gonna be. When you all are destroyed, you all destroy forever and ever and ever. In other words, for eternity. You're gonna be desolate, a wasteland. America's gonna be a wasteland forever. Only what? Only the fowls that eat the carcasses and all and certain insects and what scavengers gonna remain. Right? Go ahead, verse 27.
Verse 27. Set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call her together against her, the kingdoms of Azarath, Minni, and Ashkenaz. Appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillar.
Right? So all these nations are going to set up against you. It says what? Arat and Mini. Those are they are now known as what? Turkey and Armenia. Right? Turkey and Armenia. I can't remember what the last nation is known as. Right? But these nations are all in the Middle East, and they're all being turned against thee. They all being turned. They all want to be out of the system. EU, NATO. They want to be out because guess what? America, the EU and NATO. These are all systems that fund war. They benefit from war. The nations are made rich from war. Why people die? Why families suffer? The nations profit. The elites of these nations profit from war. And guess what? Before peace, there must be war. So there's a great war coming, World War III, the destruction of America. Give me your scripture real quick before we run out of light.
This is Isaiah 13 and 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. In the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Right? He's going to shake the earth. Right? So this whole place, when the missiles hit, the whole earth is going to shake. But guess what? Your spirit's going to be shaken too. Because you'll think you'll have some power, but guess what? Your sorceries and witchcraft is done. You ain't going to have no power. Go ahead. We're reading to 20.
Yeah. And it shall be as a chase row, and as a sheep that no man take it up. They shall every man turn to his own place. To his own people, and flee everyone into his own land.
Right, and this is what's happening right now on the planet. Because what Donald Trump has passed what? These executive orders for that states that, or immigration laws that state that these the male of different Muslim nations, they can't enter into America. So their nakedness is exposed, the hypocrisy and the racism. They sell their home. Guess what? They gave up everything to come to America for the American dream, to run away from what? The genocide that is being done in Syria, in the Middle East. Guess what? They're running away from the genocide and they're seeking refuge in America. But guess what? America now is showing that they're hypocritical, they are racist. So what? They have to turn back and go back to the lands. These are the nations. Jake is from the Caribbean, and some of them from some Israelites from the other African nations and wherever. Everybody's going to start to turn back to their own lands. Read it over again. That same verse. Loud and clear. Read it quick.
And it shall be as a chaste robe, and as a sheep that no man
Take it
up. They shall every man turn to his own people.
Every man shall turn to his own people, to his own race. Go ahead.
And flee everyone into his own land.
It said right there. Give me Micah 5 and 8. See what I say? Oh, alright, don't worry. I'll get it. Okay, come on, go ahead. Let me stick with this script. Go ahead.
Everyone, 15. Everyone that is found shall trust true.
Shall be trust true.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Right, so everybody that is in league with America and the US and EU and NATO and the elites overall and the system shall be what trust true, because when the saints come, when the saints could return with their power and Yahweh Shai being the head, King David, guess what? You're going to be trust true. You're going to be trust true before that, because we're going to have race wars within America itself, within these different lands and democracy. When you have this melting pot of different nations, guess what? You're going to have racial war. Go ahead.
Their children shall also be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes,
as the Russians,
against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right, so you can't buy off the Russians. These Russians were born and bred for war, right? They're not going to get sidetracked with the spoils, because they had no spoils that they want from America. The Most High put it in their spirit to come and destroy them, to destroy America. Go ahead.
Their bowls also shall dash the young men in pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Go ahead.
Their eyes shall not spare children.
Go ahead.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans,
right, that's the magicians. Go ahead.
Exceedingly,
and the sorcerers,
excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthroweth Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, so what happened when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah? It was fire rain from the heavens, brimstone and fire. Alright, verse 20, go ahead.
Verse 20. It shall
Thank you.
Gotcha.
It shall never be
Inhabited, it shall never be inhabited.
Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Yeah, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Alright, go ahead. Jeremiah 25, 12 to 16. Right, so America is going to be at what? A desolation. Right? It's going to be an inhabitable land. Right? The Arabians, they traded with the Arabians. Saudi Arabia, an oil-rich nation. Right? They can't have a truce with them. The Americans not going to profit from them. When they say pitch the tent, it means a profit, because America is one of the chief nations that buy the oil and gas, because it's quality oil and gas that they're getting from Arabia. Right? They're not going to profit. They're not going to pitch tent there anymore. That's Ishmael. America is going to be a total desolation, a wasteland, a desert land. Go ahead, hold the camera, hold the line.
Jeremiah 25 and 12. And it shall come to pass, when 70 years are accomplished, that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, said Yahweh, for their iniquity and the land of the Chaldeans, and I will make it perpetual desolation.
Make it what?
Perpetual desolations.
Go ahead.
And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it.
He will bring upon the land all the words that he had pronounced against it. So the promise, the prophecy is a promise. The Most High will bring it. America will be destroyed. Go ahead. Esau and Edom will be made to pay. Go ahead.
Even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah had prophesied against all the nations.
Go ahead. Okay, all the other nations going to be what? Put back into order. Going to be put in subjection to Israel. They're going to have to come and worship on the Sabbath day and on the feast days. Right? They're going to have to come to Jerusalem and worship. Right? You can secretly have your gods, but guess what? None of them are going to come and deliver you. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 14. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their own hands.
So all these nations that was lead and confederate with y'all in the destruction and the derision and the removal of our heritage and our nationality and keeping us under that submission, keeping us underneath your thumb, guess what? All y'all gonna pay. Go ahead.
15. For thus said Yahweh power of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it.
Right. So we giving you that. We are right now offering you that cup, and we starting to pour that drink into your mouth. You know why? Because we're doing it by our words. That death and destruction is coming towards y'all. Esau, Edom, Ammon, Moab, and the list goes on. The Hagarenes, the Hittites, the Girgashites, all these other nations. Right? The list goes on. Go ahead.
And they shall drink and be removed and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them.
Right. The sword right now is our words. Our words is that sword. Isn't my words like fire? Right? Go ahead. Our words is like sword. It's like that sword. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
Right, we're not going to be mourned. For all the wickedness that be done, the righteous men on the earth, or the righteous, the saints, we're not going to lament you. We're not going to mourn. We're not going to feel sorry. We're going to rejoice. For recompense had come. Go ahead. What's the next scripture? Is
Isaiah
66 and 16. This is the last scripture, Yasharala. Okay, now to here we have limited light. And we're about to go and do the works. Go ahead.
Isaiah 66 and 16. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh.
Can.
And the slain of Yahweh shall be many.
Can. And the slain of Yahweh shall be many. Right? So guess what? I mean, the topic originally started out with the sorcery of Esau and Edom. Right? We are up here by where? By the Catholic monastery. Right? Where they make the monks and the nuns and all that bullshit. Right? Where that false prophet is set up. This is like the home of the false prophet here in Trinidad. Right? All they will be made to pay for their lies and the false philosophies and the derision and the stumbling block that is set against the children of Israel and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? All systems put in place by Esau and Edom through the spirit on the left hand side. Right? You was given that power through your sorceries. And guess what? It's all going to be removed. To bring it back into focus. Your sorceries and your wickedness, your Chaldean and you and your magic, your enchantments, is all going to be removed and destroyed. And going to be no more. And truth shall prevail on the land. So we give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and salutations to the brothers that preach and teach in sincerity and in truth. Stay strong. Alright? Kwame Asherala.